answer the question. I think I must add two things. I want to make some minor corrections. First of all, I insist that I am not proposing austerity. Unless you're going to change the meaning of the word and call it austerity, whatever I'm proposing. I'm proposing not to make workers poorer, but to do what is necessary under the circumstances to make them better off by having more jobs. Secondly, I'm not proposing to increase the value or the purchasing power of the dollar. I'm only proposing to stop the dollar from becoming worth less. And I'm suggesting that it is something like the present proposal, which will have wages increasing by as much as productivity. I would prefer that. This is about 3% instead of the 5.5% being proposed now. This is a minor difference. As to Mr. Marcus is saying that he would do something in a socialist society, what he's proposing he would do is really very similar to what I am proposing. I just don't know why you have to rebaptize the society in order to do it. You can do it now. It can be done. It has been done. It was done every time there was an improvement in the economic conditions of the country. More money was created. A great fuss was made by Mr. Marcus about the accumulation of debt. One should remember that the national debt, which I don't think is a serious matter anyway, but if you are worried about it, you should notice that it has decreased from being about 115% of the gross national product to something like 40 to 45% of the gross national product now. But of course, if you never look at the real content, it's only the money, in dollars it is more than it ever has been. I think it's more important to look at the real thing. Why I want to talk about real wages? There's one thing which I agree with Mr. Marcus. It is not likely that it is possible in a capitalist society to make a large reduction in the share of the product going to capitalists. I myself would like to reduce the share going to capitalists and increase the share going to workers. More accurately, I would rather increase the income of the poor, whether they're workers or not. I'm against poverty. But if people are less against poverty than they are against the rich, you get a different proposal. Now I think that the way to improve the condition of the poor is not to be found in taking it away from the rich. The rich have been having about a quarter of the total product, and under the capitalist society will probably continue to do so. It is conceivable that we might take away from this 25%, maybe 10% at the most, and still have this particular system work. And this I think is a very minor matter, considering that over 50 years we have increased the income of the workers by several 100%, not by taking it away from the share of the capitalists, but by increasing productivity, which enabled them to have, whereas say there was 100 divided before, and the capitalists got 25 and the workers got 75, using the workers in a rather wider sense. Now it's 400, and the capitalists have got much more. They've got 100, 4 times as much. The workers have got 300, also 4 times as much. This to me is much more important. It is more important because I'm much more concerned with dealing with the poor than with impoverishing the rich.